Once again, Boom is here, and this time we are using Shenhe double Anemo. For our starting hand cards, we will retain that 2 Dunyas to fetch or add another JEHT. But since we got one,
I will do as you
we're
command.
just hoping for another JEHT to abuse it. Our deck goals here is to make Shenhe Burst, followed by Sayu Swirl. Then, in case Sayu dies, we can use Wanderer as backup DPS. And then, hoping we can max out JEHT since our deck is focused on maximizing JEHT stacks. So in this round, we will fill up Shenhe Burst. Then anything remains, I think we can use Liben.
Behold.
I think Liben is a better move to use here, followed by that Weeping Willow of the late card for additional draw 2. Wait. Why did I use my Electro Dice? That leave me no choice but to use Sunyata. Oh, Paimon, nice. So we can still use those dice for Paimon. I think it's better because we will now have a guaranteed 2 Omni dice, and then Paimon after the next round or the third round will be exhausted or lost for the JEHT stacks. For our second round, we can continue Shenhe filling up her burst. Then once we got her burst, we can switch to Sayu for swirl and
Manifest.
cry infuse damage. So opponent attack our Wanderer. With that, opponent's Wanderer has now 3 energy for burst.
Do your master's bidding.
And I think Shenhe can tank that damage. Since Shenhe's purpose goals already done,
Wretched vermin!
so we can now switch to Sayu. But I think it's better to make Shenhe die. Then the remaining dice will be taken by Liben, and we can ramp by next turn using JEHT, losing 1, 2 more stacks. Yeah, I think that's our move. We can equip the gamblers to lessen the box stacks. Then by next turn, I think we can also use another one for the Weeping Willow. And once the box gone, it will become a stack for JEHT. Nice. Dice agrees with us. So we can now spam, I think, Sayu. I think we can damage opponent by 2, 3 with Quill,
Unleash.
1, 6 damage for Sayu's skill. But before that, we can do first our shenanigans. So we will use that woven dice. Then I think the box. Then I think it's better to use Silly first. Yeah. Then we can now cast JEHT to check. I think it's 6. Yeah, right. It's 6. So we just now need to make Sayu burst. But I'm still hoping we can get the second copy of JEHT before Sayu's burst. But I think that's now impossible since opponents already dying. So Sayu will still deal another 2 damage. Yeah, 3. I forgot we still have the summon. Then we can now use the burst, gaining additional 4 Omni dice. And then we can attack for game. Yeah. one skill, one NA, and then another NA.
Can't catch
So
me!
I think that's enough.
No escape from fate.
So yeah, so I think this game is already GG. So let's just finish the game. So there you have it. So I think we can do another game for another JEHT showcase. Oh, this time we're up to a rainbow child. Oh, we got already JEHT in our starting hand card. So now our goal is
exactly
to
is
make
Tina?
sure we gain enough stock for JEHT. And our strategy or deck goes again. Same with the last game. Shenhe must burst,
Manifest!
followed by Sayu swirl, and then Wonder as backup DPS. You might wonder why I said Sayu is the DPS. Um, Shenhe burst or the summon buffs Sayu twice, meaning the first instance or the prep skill of Sayu has already cryo buff. Then once the actual skill or the second skill, now cryo infuse, is still being buffed by Shenhe summon. So you're gaining a plus 2 damage for a 3 cost skill of Sayu. In addition, I like Sayu's talent, the draw 2 talent. You know, you don't need to run so many draw card or draw power. Just use Sayu's talent and you will be guaranteed a draw 2 every turn. Each time a swirl occurred when Sayu is the active character. Well, I think Shenhe can burst this round.
Obey!
Yeah, I think, yeah. So we just need a card to tune for her burst. Then the remaining dice will be used for Liben. Afterwards, we can use Sayu for swirl damage, our cryo infused swirl. Well, and there you have it.
Cryo
So
incarnate!
Shenhe already done her part. So we can now ramp up with Liben, removing one support, which is Dunya. So I think 1, 2. So we need still 3 more in order to proc JEHT. Okay, for the third round, usually this is the round where JEHT shines the most, or fourth round if worst case comes. But usually at this round, Sayu is Biz. Oh no, it's not Biz, because we saw that Fontaine card, and that's
Curse!
mitigate or negate our event cards. So we have 2 event cards, the resonance, the both resonance card, the dice, and the quick switch. Oh nice, JEHT. We already got JEHT. So we can now replace one once before Sayu burst, so that we can gain more dice. But I think this time it's kinda hard since we cannot use those event cards, those Anemo event cards. So let's try to stall for the meantime. And I think we can still swirl. Yeah, I think we can still swirl once. But other than that, that is all that we can do. With our 4 remaining dice, we can switch to Wanderer in case opponent suddenly have miracle or magic dice.
What do you want from me?
Then with the 3 remaining, we can cast JEHT, having 5 stacks vote. So by next round, since we're going second, if they cannot stop Sayu for her burst, that's plus 8 dice or 7 dice, I mean. So those triple electro dice will be used for Vanessa, hoping we get at least one Anemo. But in case we don't have, we still have the Anemo woven dice for Sayu burst. So we will just switch there. So Vanessa. Okay. So we just need to quick swap. Okay. Then burst for handshake. That's literally burst for handshake. So there we gain 7 Omni dice from the 2 JEHT. And I think it's kinda GG since we still have plenty of dice to consume or use for our skill. Also, we still have the gamblers from Sayu. So if somehow kill one, or like this one, we kill Toma, we will gain 2 more Omni dice. So basically, it's already good game, and it's a matter when will opponent quit, or if not, kudos for not quitting.
Are you sure it has to be me?
We can also switch to
Fine.
Wanderer,
Let's get this over
then
with.
equip Instructor, or we can just use Sunyata, hoping to get a parametric transformer, but I don't think we'll get one. So yeah, we will just proceed from attacking. We can then switch damage. Yeah. Okay, so Sayu, hoping Sayu can kill one, and definitely Sayu can kill one. So with that, killing Lila.
Sorry.
So we just need to skill once for child, and that's it. Good game. So this first time I use my voice for a Genshin TCG video. So I hope you enjoy, and bye.